Hello everyone, I'm Dmitry Gerasimov, the founder and CEO of Cellframe, and this is our regular stream with the news and answers to your questions. Despite the summer and the seeming silence on the market, today we will announce a few important news that will make you happy, I believe, or at least increase your interest to the project. So, first news is we are preparing to launch a bridge with Ethereum, BNB, USDC, USDT, DAI, and BUSD. All these tokens, usual tokens, we are adding in quantum protected versions of the well-known tokens, and these tokens have already been added to our bridge interface, and soon they will be able to be swapped on their wrapped versions and be able to trade inside our native protocols. So we are getting ready to launch an exchange based on all these tokens, including our native token. And now I will talk about the new features of the Cellframe dashboard. The new version of Cellframe Dashboard 2.8, which you can download right now, it's already present in download section on our site, has some significant and long-awaited changes. First is the stock exchange, or decentralized exchange. We call it stock page. For now, it will work in simple mode, and all the tokens available on the bridge will be traded on it, including Cell, included Ethereum, BNB, and stablecoins that I have mentioned before. We developed the stock page that includes a candlestick chart, interpolation charts, and stack order creation forms, open order forms, and order history. It's a limit order exchange. It's built in Cellframe dashboard, and it's already present for you in the new version of Cellframe dashboard. However, we'll launch it with a little delay. It will be tomorrow or after tomorrow. We are talking about days, not weeks, months, or something like this. By the way, you could see that right now I can say about dates free, because really it was big breakthrough last week. We have updated a lot of software, and also we have updated our node. If you are tracking our development history, how to say it, commits history, let's say so, you could find that we did a lot of updates last week, and personally I wrote tons of code, so thank for our management team that took all the management and let me to develop some, and also we have stabilized it, Cellframe node a lot, so I suggest everyone who experimenting with the Cellframe node just to update it from a master branch, or just download it from our site. Also, it's related with our bridge. I have heard that a lot of you had some problems with path and fund through the bridge. Most of these issues now are fixed, I believe. At least last transactions were passed well. If not right to our support, but anyway, I have seen maybe some troubles with orders for the stock, but not for emitted funds. So just update your Cellframe dashboard with a new version and check your balance. It should show all your tokens that passed through the bridge. The second massive feature that we have released is Web3 API. It gives us a lot of perspectives and possibilities. For example, now we can connect Cellframe dashboard to a staking website and stake tokens on our network, on our native network. Soon we'll be running staking with pairs, as we have proposed before, and immediately with a single token staking. Now there will no big gap between them. We'll run it together. And also we are planning to run it on the next week, and really it's not about weeks. We are talking about days. Right now we're already testing them in testnet. We have a testing site for staking. Everything is ready, just we are polishing them, and I'm talking about the week just to have some gap between my things and event that happens. Really. We are on the finish road with this. Current version of Cellframe dashboard is already ready to work with Web3 API. And also Web3 feature for this allow us to connect third-party apps like KelVPN and let app KelVPN to work directly with the Kel tokens. About Kel token and KelVPN we'll talk a little later. A little more about single token staking that's going to be released with staking on the next week. We have developed a mechanism to create staking services, term deposits, based on which there will be single token staking and users can use it to build their staking services. It differs from what you used to see in Web3 industry. Usually, if you want to run your token and launch a staking program for your token, you need to develop smart contracts. Here we have something that I can call a no-code environment. Maybe you have heard something about no-code systems. And here we also have a no-code environment for token launch and for staking program. You don't need to develop any smart contract. You need just to develop your site, just site. You need to be experienced only in web development. That's a much lower barrier to enter crypto industry. To issue your own token, you need just to enter command and you compose some kind of request for token creation. Then you need to pass some audition from our side, and then your token is in the system, and you can emit it, you can operate it as you want, and run your own staking program without any code on Solidity or Rust or something like this, too complicated. Okay, also about staking, we'll be launching it together, as I said, with pair staking, and single token staking will be available only on native protocol. Okay, the next news block is KelVPN use. Now we are not talking only about Cellframe use, but also talk about KelVPN. Let's move on to the KelVPN use. There are several at once, and they are all essential and long awaited. Well, ladies and gentlemen, let's meet. M1 version of KelVPN is live for macOS. I'm talking about macOS version for M1, M2, M1 Pro, and other ARM-based Apple Silicon chipsets. Maybe you have heard before that we were supporting only x86 CPUs. Now we support everything, and that's open road for iOS support. It's working, by the way, it's working ever on my laptop. Working well. You can download it from our site right now. It's ready. It's not promises. Okay, and here will be some promises, but also about nearest weeks or days. First is the KelVPN mainnet. KelVPN mainnet will be launched this weekend or Monday. I'm not sure. For right now, it's everything ready. We're just polishing them. It's and the cherry on top. Now you can share VPN in a special service node mode. Isn't it cool? This mode requires no auditing and all sorts of complications, only staking a certain number of kels. It will be about 100,000. It's not about verification for blockchain. No, you're running simple full node. Just you will need to use mechanism for staking from that I mentioned before and stake at least 10,000 scales. It's about $200 for current exchange rate. And then you can share VPN and earn on this. Also, we are thinking about to run some other staking programs for Kel, maybe, I don't know. At least it's a service that we proposed before. It's a kind of earning based on the real service, not about some financial operations. It's a real service providing. You provide VPN service for people. We have a KelVPN service that brings money. On these monies, we can purchase Kel tokens, and this Kel tokens goes for you as reward for VPN providing. For this will be run in nearest days, really. Also, we add Kel tokens to the bridge and we'll bridge into the backbone network. For proper performance, backbone will be natively connected to the KelVPN mainnet. So you can make monies and don't limit yourself to anything. And also there is in development upcoming KelVPN version 7.3. Right now we have issued 7.2. It's already ready for downloading. And in development there is 7.3, which will be linked to the Cellframe dashboard via Web3 and will work with Kel payments directly. And we also implemented inter-network communications through a special subchain hub. It's on testing right now. And when we'll over all the prepayments that we do right now, we'll run KelVPN mainnet, and you can breed and you will be able to breach your tokens into the native protocols and earn on VPN providing, or use Kel tokens to purchase VPN when we'll release version 7.3. Okay, that's all about news from our products. Let's talk about MS Sessions that was nearest time. Recently participated in the MS Session for our partner Symbiosis. There was in English. The live broadcast was in Twitter Space. I answered questions from the listener, whom the guy from Symbiosis connected to the broadcast cheerfully. Next day was an AMA video on our partner's Telegram. It was in Russian, and viewers asked questions in the chat room. And the end of both sessions, the best questions were avoided as usual. Thank you for, by the way, for all the good questions. And we are thinking about more and more MS sessions with our friends. It's good practice. I like it. Also, we recently, just some news about us, we recently visited Kazakhstan, Pavlodar and Nur-Sultan. These really pretty cities. I like them. The very hospital guys from the Nur-Sultan IT Park gave us a tour and told us about the IT industry in Kazakhstan, and that now There are excellent conditions for companies that decide to become residents of the IT park, and we are thinking about to be resident. And we wonder if we should open a branch while we are thinking. Also, we're saturated with a flavor of mountains and steppes, the beauty of nature, birds, butterflies, and horses. Okay, let's now switch on interesting questions from the community. And the first question: is the blockchain ready for play to earn games? If yes, have you contacted with a game studio to try build something? Not everything is ready, but we are already connected with such game studios, so we're working closely to add all the things that we still haven't added, like NFT, like smart contracts. But we have a little different direction of development to make no code scenario available for third party developers. For game developers, it's a little more complicated to prepare no-code blocks, but we also want to implement smart contracts as well. Main issue is to integrate it with .NET languages, because for a lot of for game industry there are two standards. It's C++ and C Sharp. So for .NET we still have no bindings, but we're working on this. Okay, and the next question. Also, are there any issues the community should know? All the issues that community should know, I talk about them. I don't hide anything. Maybe I need to hide some things, but I'm too open person, so community knows everything that it need to know, really. The next question, is it possible to run the project in centralized nodes as a beta version? In case of any bug on any issues, the network is under your control. It's the current situation in Cellframe mainnet. Backbone is running on a few centralized nodes. And as I read our Telegram group, a lot of people are not happy with this. But unfortunately, we have to do it by the reasons that I have just that I have just told from this question. It's because of possible bugs or any troubles. We need to have a control. We need to have the network under our control, and we have it. So we already did it. Next question. Sorry. One moment. That was the last one. Sorry. Okay, now let's see what happens in our YouTube chat and answering question from this chat. Okay. What is the benefits and uses of our partners of our Cellframe ecosystem, bro? Please explain one by one. It will be a long story to explain all benefits, just want to answer on the first two. Symbiosis helps us to bring any tradable token to become it rapid and work on our native protocols. When Emperor helps us with Web3 technologies and smart contracts, they have smart contracts based on JavaScript. By the way, it's really interesting technology. And others also useful. Okay, the next question. When will be bidirectional bridge be functional? By the way, it's already ready to be bidirectional, I told it before, but we need to be sure that everything is stable inside the network. Because if we run in two directions and somebody will find any breach inside our software, he can stall funds and get it out to other protocols. So we need to keep it inside to be able to run hard forks and keep your monies inside. And they need to be safe. So I think we need to pass the second stage audit. That's another question. How is audit 2 is going? Still not going. And first we need to run staking program. We need to run staking program. Staking program signifies that we are ready for the second stage audition. So it will be soon. And maybe a week or two we'll run the second stage audit. Problem in sync fix it. Mostly yes. All this week I personally was involved in sync problems. Right now it sync well, at least as we had seen. It works. So I cannot promise it will works always, but if you don't see your funds on your wallet, just don't worry, they will not lost. Just tell us, we'll kick something on our side and you will see on your side. At least what I have seen that blockchain synchronize well. There are some troubles with mempool synchronization, but when data comes in blockchain, it synchronizes well. When full swing marketing will start? How much fund used till now for marketing? Until market is bearish, we work carefully. Right now we're preparing some articles, we were working with influencers. Again, we started to work with influencers. When bull run? When bull run happens, marketing became full swing. Okay. If I launch my token on Cellframe, how do I add utility without smart contract? Depends from what utility do you need. If you need to some utility for with operations on transactions, something like this, you need to wait until we'll prepare smart contracts. If you need some payment token with you need to, for example, payment and staking, you need smart contract at all. We have smart contracts through conditional transactions. If you want to issue some service and you want to use your token for service operations, you also don't need smart contracts. That's our vision of blockchain industry, blockchain driven services, to use as less as possible smart contracts. Anyway, we'll support smart contract in the future, so it depends from utility of your token. Okay. When will Cellframe technology videos will be available? I need to explain to my wife why I have invested. We're working on this. Be patient. Synchronization issue got solved. As I know, yes. If I'm wrong, please let me know. About issues, it thing like you cannot guarantee it by 100%. So from our side, we have not seen this such issues for last days, but because it was really fast development, we need to wait about I think at least few days or maybe week. And if all this time we will not face such issue, I can say you, we have solved this. So possible solve it, let's say so. Okay, that was all significant questions on what I can answer. Thank you for your attention, thank you for your support. Goodbye, see you next time.